All right, I bought something. I want to show you guys. True, do you want to see my new toy?
What we got?
I need you to film though, because I'm gonna show it off. Will you film for me?
Hold on, let me put away my hundreds
I
of
do
dollars.
have to apologize though. He was putting away $1 bills, people.
There were
I
200s
do
in
have
there.
to apologize though, not to the audience, to you, because it's fucking freezing outside. It's like 20 degrees.
It is really cold today.
So we have to go outside.
I actually haven't been out.
Put your hoodie up. Let's go. All right.
Wait, was I filming?
Oh, you're gonna film in a second.
Oh.
I have to. It's got a bunch of hood pins on it.
What is this? I thought you just got rid of a car.
Yeah, you know.
I don't really know what's going on at my shop.
All right, come on. All right, so.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
This car?
So
make, like,
I should go.
wheel?
Yeah, I bought a crazy SR car.
What the hell?
Why would I do that? It's literally the dumbest thing I could possibly do.
You just sold an SR.
I
Why
know.
are you doing this?
But like the Corvette was lonely, so I got a new car. So I picked this up last night. Here, hold this real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there's a truck in the background. Sorry it's gonna be loud, but I have to leave town real quick. But I wanted to show the audience this. So I bought, like, this thing made almost 640 wheel horsepower on an SR20, which is absolutely insane. This is an old competition, like, Pro-Am car out of New Mexico that used to come to our events. It's really dusty right now because it's been sitting in storage for 3 years. But, like, I'm not sure exactly why I bought such a high horsepower SR. It's a little terrifying, but at the same time, this was a professionally built, like, really, really nice car, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but come look at this car. First of all, it's built out of insanely nice parts. Like, look at this. This is a Hans Recaro seat. That's like a $1,500 seat. Look at how clean the interior is.
White.
Look at this. It has like fancy Lexan.
Oh, wow, okay.
But there's no rivets. There's no rivets at all.
in?
It's glued in, I think.
Okay.
Look at back there. 3 fuel pumps, radium, everything, surge tank. Look at the brackets are radium. I'll show you that in a second. Halon, fancy harnesses. The car has some surprises too.
What is this?
Yeah, we'll show you that in a second.
What's this little guy?
It made all that horsepower without that engaged either.
Oh, jeez.
Dual calipers, HR350Z transmission, V800 Garrett sticker, so you know what kind of turbo it is.
Got all the gauges.
Look
Is
at
that
this.
a shift light? Is that a gigantic, like, what is this barrel shift light?
I don't know, I hope so. Yeah, it is. If you look at this thing, it looks super low, but it's not because it has Super Doof, and Super Doof sits so stupid low. I have the front bumper off right now because the front bumper is literally scraping the ground. It's got a fancy carbon hood. It's super dusty. Look at this though. Look at this piping. Is that titanium? What is this?
I think it's stainless.
Is it stainless?
Yeah, that's stainless. It's
Look
too
at
hard
this.
to be titanium.
Nitrous.
Yeah.
Look at this. There's a fuel filter on the fuel
I'm not
rail.
sure about that little guy.
Yeah.
All right, I see one thing that's out of place in here. What is it? What's the, like, one part that doesn't belong?
Ooh.
There's one part.
One part. What doesn't belong?
One part that's a sore thumb, like next to a Gretty intake and like a real Garrett turbo.
The Circuit Sports. Oh, you mean this?
That little guy.
But it has like $800 ID 1300.
I know, that's why it's out of place. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing, little guy?
I never even owned cars with nice like we literally never even have
It's got a radium catch can.
like
Like,
catch
what's
cans or
going on?
anything.
So
It
they
has the
actually ran it.
fanciest parts ever.
They actually ran to the factory spot down there as well with a dash 10 or 12. I guess that's dash 10 into the radium can.
Coil radiator, so it shouldn't overheat. But if it does overheat, look at this. It has sprayers on the intercooler.
Okay, I thought that was actually meth injection, so that's just an intercooler sprayer.
Yeah, it's an intercooler sprayer.
Sick.
This thing is crazy.
Dang, that is fancy.
So it's a GTX 3076. It's supposed to make, I don't remember the boost he said, but I have a dyno sheet saying it
I think
makes
it was
about
25 pounds.
Was it?
It said 25. I don't think that's right, but maybe with a ported head and everything.
Yeah.
There's that little nitrous controller. Wait, where is? Okay. All right. So they've got just a what is it, like 100 shot?
He doesn't. The nitrous has never been run on it because it didn't need it. He put it on because he thought it would need to spool, And then he was like,
clutch kick.
it just doesn't need it. Because it's only a 30R on a built motor and everything. Like, that's not a big turbo for a, you know, a built SR.
Yeah.
And with the new Garrett GTX stuff, you can make over 600 wheel on a 30R like frame, which is just like nothing huge.
Ow, 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 the clamp got me. Close this on my hand.
Woo! This thing is fancy town. Also, I've never had a nitrous bottle in a car.
Does he just keep the bottle in there for ballast then?
I think the bottle's for rice.
It's just for ballast.
I think it's pure rice.
You could put a medical grade in here and have yourself a good time.
Have you ever
Just fog yourself.
have you ever thought about it's actually 3 20 amp pumps, but like how much is 60 amps on the battery plus the starter and everything? Is that a ton?
You're probably not running both of those all the time.
Yeah.
I would assume they're using a lift pump into this guy, and then they're maybe staging the pumps for boost level. But yeah, it's probably a lot of draw.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have no idea what to do with the car. I don't know what the audience thinks we should do with the car. Should we missile car it? Shall we sell it? What do you think, Drew?
LOL. Ship it to Ebisu.
Yeah, actually, I had that thought, but that would be hilarious.
You could go over the fence on Minami.
Yeah. Well, what should we do with this car? What do you
know,
do
man.
with a 600 and something horsepower SR car?
Either drive it or like, don't.
Sell it? Oh, this is actually really interesting too.
What's this menu? Oh, it's the taillights, okay.
Yeah. Ah, look at this. The car is not like vinyl layered on top of each other. Like, this is one piece. The entire car is a print, which is crazy. Also, something interesting, this is really cool. It's on 17s, so it actually has huge monster truck sidewalls, which is really good for grip. Because this car, you know, over 600 horsepower, you're gonna be struggling for grip. So with a big RT615 Falcon, it's gonna be a pretty grippy car, which is cool. But it came with my favorite, you know, wheels on it, which is nice.
What is special? It's almost got fitment. It can't go any lower though because the super doof.
Yeah, I don't know about that. that body kit's crazy. It's got dual calipers. I've only owned one car besides this one over 600 horsepower, and it was the Dwayne Ramsey car.
Oh yeah, that car was retarded.
So I had 2 cars with dual calipers and over 600 horsepower, and that's it.
That one took 30 PSI to do it. I don't understand what's going on. That was like 29, 30 PSI to make over 600.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's that
Maybe
ported head. You need to add the ported head pics on here.
We probably need to dyno it.
Yeah, I mean, I do have that.
Yeah, there is a dyno.
It's just,
all right.
Can't see it. Yep, we can do that right here.
Maybe I should take this thing to the Circuit of America demo.
Oh God.
Yeah. Would this be a good demo type car?
I thought you were trying to think of ways to not lose money on that demo.
Yeah. I'll probably end up taking the Corvette though, because the Corvette's basically ready to go.
Goes through 30 RT615s. What are these? Is that what you called them?
Yeah. It was crazy though, is like, if you think about it, this Corvette with a bunch of bolt-ons makes about 450 wheel.
No, it made 490 wheel.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, 492.
Okay. 490 wheel, but if you think about it, God, that's more than a Z06.
Yeah, it's got an LS3 head, like it's got full bolt-on.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, this car makes another like 150 horsepower. That's a crap car.
Yeah, but this was some ridiculous amount of money to build, and this was basically stock with some heads. And
how much do you think this thing cost to build? Over 30?
More than 30 by
over 50? I think it's between probably 40 and 60.
I don't know, man. It's got some parts. How much was this seat?
The seat's $1,500 alone.
Yeah, okay, so how much is your seat? How much was this seat?
A lot less. $190. Yeah, I don't know. The nice parts really add up because
just because it.
Do you think I can keep a white interior car clean?
Absolutely, that's you.
Yeah. That's me, man. I can keep a white car clean.
That's why they call you like detail-oriented Aaron.
Yes, that's me. All right.
It's still really clean. It needs some side skirt work, but like, holy crap, this car's clean. Sorry for the truck noise, guys. Ah, you need corners. You need corner markers.
It needs a bath too.
Yeah, it'd look a lot better with a bath. That's so cool seeing those little guys in there. That's how you keep it cool for the demo.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're gonna do with this stupid thing, but like, it's certainly in the way now. Good job.
Yeah, okay, well, we needed more cars.
It literally already had to roll outside because it was in the way of the dyno.
You know what the worst part of this is? Is the damn thing doesn't have windows because it's so race car, so we can't leave it outside. Damn it. We'll have to push. Oh no, Patrick's car is gone.
That's actually not good.
No, Patrick's car is out.
Oh, yeah, actually take up the spot.
Yeah.
So we can't put it back.
Now we're good. Haha, Patrick, you're screwed. I just realized we haven't had, what is our name for cars like this? It's a rocket coffin?
Yeah, rocket coffin.
Yeah, rocket coffin's the word. Because
this one may not be, it may be built well enough that like, it's not a coffin, but.
Yeah. So True bought a rocket coffin a couple years ago. He bought a Chris Ward FD car. So he bought a retired FD car and it was like, what, 600 horsepower or something?
It made 570 at like 18 PSI.
Yeah, the thing was crazy fast. I test drove it. It almost killed me on the test drive because the rack's offset spacers were installed backwards, so it was crazy dangerous. And then, what was the next rocket coffin? The Dwayne Ramsey car?
Dwayne car was the next one.
Basically, I keep buying FD cars, and True does, and then we drive them on the street. So I drove the Dwayne Ramsey Pro 2 car in the street at 30-something PSI. Was it like 32 PSI?
I think we were maxed on the gate right at 30, 31.
So it was like just over 30 PSI.
Oh wait, that's his car now.
Oh
He's
yeah,
standing right here
on a GTX 3582, and I was street driving that as a joke, and like it would do burnouts on the highway in 5th gear at like 100 miles an hour.
To be fair, it is 1-to-1 on the Z32 trans, so like it's 4th gear.
Z33 trans.
Sorry, Z33.
We should have left it then. Everybody correct us. So anyways, rocket coffin. Hopefully we don't die. I am going to street drive this.
We need to turn the nitrous on.
So that's it for this episode. Not much went on, but it's fun to like show
of dumb things Aaron does and brings to my shop.
Oh, that should be the title. At least I don't bring back Civics.
That's not a Civic.
Oh, what is it? A CRX?
CRX, and that's a race car.
You have a Mark III.
That's more race car than anything you
have. A Mark III Supra.
That thing goes to actual races, not this like
drifting stuff.
Bullshit drifting.
Whatever. Oh, you want to see what's sad? Is I just pulled my goddamn SR out. The SR out of my S13 is literally sitting on a pallet. I
just sold this.
Yeah, and then I just bought another one. Oh,
this is literally the same thing. It's the same turbo.
No, I want to tell everybody what we're doing to the S13 because it might be even dumber than this. Is it dumber?
Definitely dumber than this. Yeah.
It's dumber.
Because like you can get your money out of this probably if you decided to, but like, yeah, this is dumb.
The S13, I was going to announce it later. We're putting a 2JZ in it, which makes sense. Probably a 3584 RS, like Garrett Turbo. But the transmission is going to be an SMG, electrically shifted, BMW.
Definitely will not fail, BMW reliability.
7-speed.
He's going for the new Supra model where they have everything built by Beamer.
Right. But, oh, it is going to be a new Supra. But you know what's better is it's going to be a 7-speed sequential. And instead of having like a shifter, because it's all electrically done, I'm going to get those arcade, like, you know, like Dance Dance Revolution, like buttons or whatever. And I'm going to put them on the dash and I'm going to shift it with buttons. And then, no, wait. It's also going to be electric clutch. So it's only going to be on a clutch button because these things don't have a
pedal. You have to do a pedal for the
I was going to get rid of the pedal and just put a big button there for the foot. So I just smacked the button with the foot.
I have no feel. It's a feedback button. You have to make it vibrate.
The clutch pedal is only going to be full on or off because it's going to be a button.
I don't know how that's going to work, man.
It's going to be on or off. That's how it's going to work.
Yeah, but like... That's not how clutches work.
That's how it's going to literally work.
All right.
It's going to go in or out. And the ECU is going to figure out the rest.
So now you've got that rocket coffin. You're going to make that into a rocket coffin because, like, the clutch doesn't disengage and you just go into a fence.
Well, no, the secret of it is, like, the car's not going to work well. It's going to break probably.
Right. It's going to break.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's
so, like, hopefully it breaks before you die.
Yeah.
And not while you
That's
die.
why I have the Corvette. Okay.
Which is working.
That's the buzzer saying this video's over because True has to go work. He has a customer up front. All right. He builds speakers, by the way. That's what he normally does. There's his speaker building thing. Okay, bye. Oh, one more thing. I'll show you what we're taking to the demo this weekend, and then I'll explain it later. I won't explain this right now, but I will show you. Those will make sense at a later date. I have 24 of those. So I have a stack over there and I have a stack over there and we're gonna burn them off with the demo and then I will explain that later. All right, goodbye everybody.